OPEC Plus just dropped a bombshell by announcing a surprise oil production cut of more than 1 million barrels a day. This is a big change from their previous stance of holding the supply steady, and it could have major consequences for the global economy. Even though there have been recent price fluctuations, the market was still looking tight for the latter part of the year, so this reduction is significant. And the impact was immediate. Oil futures soared as much as 8% at the open on Monday, which could cause inflationary pressures across the world and force central banks to keep interest rates higher for longer, potentially crimping economic growth. The leader of the cartel, Saudi Arabia, kicked off the supply reduction with its own pledge to cut 500,000 barrels a day. Fellow members Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, and Algeria followed suit, while Russia said its production cut would continue until the end of 2023. It looks like OPEC Plus is trying to get a higher price for oil, according to Gary Ross, a veteran oil consultant turned hedge fund manager at Black Gold Investors LLC. He believes the group is following through on being proactive and ahead of the curve, and is trying to rip oil prices from the grip of macro sentiment. This surprise move could once again ignite tensions between the US and Saudi Arabia, a regional partner whose relationship with President Joe Biden's administration has been tense. The White House even said that the new cuts were ill-advised. Starting next month, the initial impact of the cuts will add up to about 1.1 million barrels a day. Then from July, due to Russia's existing supply reduction extension, there will be about 1.6 million barrels a day less crude on the market than previously expected. Relations between Saudi Arabia and the US have been strained since last year, when the White House's efforts to get the kingdom to pump more oil fell flat. Biden even made a controversial trip to the region last July, but came away without any commitments on production. And back in October, when OPEC Plus made a surprise cut of about 2 million barrels a day just weeks before the US midterm elections, Biden vowed there would be consequences for Saudi Arabia, but the administration did not follow through. As of Friday, delegates had been indicating privately that there was no intention to change their production limits. But as we can see, things can change quickly in the world of oil.